next up, the Seattle Seahawks, right? So I'll start off on this one here. So to me, man, they're running it back here. They got the Legion of Boom again here. They go out, and with the first round pick here at number 5, they get Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois. He's one of the best cornerbacks, right, in this draft.
Fucking love this kid, dude. Remember, we were doing our pre-draft, and I talked about him. I believe I think I almost had him going to Seattle. I had him right in that round there, or in that pick or two. This kid's a stud. This dude, watch the tape on this guy. This guy only played, I think, 1 year of high school football, if I'm not mistaken, either. This dude will kill you. Like, he has a couple of hits. Being Illinois' Big Ten, I got to watch him quite a bit. Woo! He's a stud. And you said it perfectly. I believe I said it on that podcast. I said, Pete Carroll wants to get back to what works with him and making Super Bowls, and that was that defense, right? We all know about the Legion of Boom, and we can name every player off that freaking starting 11, dude. Anybody that watches any NFL remembers those teams there in that 5-6 year window. That kid's a stud, though. 100%.
Absolutely. So you pair him with Tariq Woolen. You also are going to be pairing him next side of, was it Kobe Bryant, I think is what his name?
Yep.
Kobe Bryant. That's
Kobe
right.
Bryant.
Yeah. So I was making sure there. So, I mean, that to me, that's a really good thing. Now you've got 3 really solid cornerbacks there. And then you go out and get arguably one of the best pass catchers in this draft to kind of pair alongside DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett there. So,
Huge.
Setting them up for success. Yeah.
Yep. I think he's very underrated right now. I think a lot of people, because of the injuries last year, I think he played only like 3 games, Christian. And he had you remember the year before with Ohio State, sorry to interject here, but he had Chris Olave. We all know how he's doing the NFL last year. And then, I believe he played with a guy with Garrett Wilson. I think he was Offensive Rookie of the Year last year for the Jets. And those guys even said that Jackson Smith is better than him. That was 2 years ago. So I think the Seahawks did really well there, shoring up a 3rd wide receiver.
Absolutely. And then they also went out, and a lot of people were saying that they might go get an edge rusher here. They kind of did that when they got outside linebacker Derek Hall out of Auburn. Most Auburn outside linebackers, I mean, they end up being pretty good at this level. So I like these picks. They go out and they get another running back in, a UCLA running back, another guard from LSU, some Michigan players in the later rounds, and then obviously a Georgia running back in the 7th. Kenny McIntosh, again, he might be a 3rd or 4th string guy, just depending. So,
yeah, no, you got to pull it up here, man. I mean, these, it's almost they need to fill the role. I'm sure people are like, why'd you draft 2 running backs? I mean, they lost Rashad Penny. He moved on. And then they got my boy. I'm really big on my boy. Jesus Christ, he's from Michigan State. Why can't I think of his fucking name right now? Oh, Kenneth Walker. Massive. He's probably the best rookie running back last year in the NFL, other than maybe Breece Hall if he didn't get hurt. They need a second. They don't have really anybody after him, so that's why I think they drafted both these guys. Christian, I thought you could probably talk about your boy Kenny McIntosh. I thought he was a damn good running back at Georgia. Georgia's known for putting out some pretty goddamn good backs back there. I know he's not Nick Chubb. He's not, Todd Gurley. I get that, but he's a solid back though. He's not even. I don't even think he's probably James Cook, but he's
they
solid.
started kind of transitioning the offense too at Georgia right about the time that he actually kind of was going to be taking over there for those guys, right? I mean,
okay.
They went away. I mean, I think he was still there, obviously, around the time they had Zamir White and, James Cook and stuff. So he was the 3rd running back there in that platoon role. And right as those guys left, you know what I mean? Right before they left, that's when Georgia changed the offense to more of that air raid or, throw the ball down the field a bajillion times a game, with old Stetson Bennett back there type of offense.
That makes sense.
So, the running backs were kind of, some of the touches weren't really there, but I mean, when they touch the ball, Kenny McIntosh, he's kind of a good little lightning back there, a little scat back. I mean, he's going to get you some yardage. And I mean, you never know. I mean, he could end up being a 7th round pick, right? He could be like Tom Brady back there, man. I mean, he could end up moving up the depth chart.
Yeah, I just can't. I find it hard to see it when I see a running back taken. It says Georgia. I have a hard time writing them off, man, because they've all been super successful in the NFL the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Every one of them. It's always even if they're not the highest, you know, like Todd Gurley, we all knew was going to be a stud, or I get all that. Nick Chubb was going to be a beast, but it's like, God, every time I see one, I'm like, imagine that, fucking Georgia. You know, it's like